Good afternoon, everybody, or good evening. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a good day or a good evening. Manchester United versus Wolves. It's the FA Cup replay. This time it will be at Old Trafford, which I'm sure will be a massive talking point for a lot of people. Before we do get to the football, though, there's a few things I would like to cover with you, gentlemen, if you don't mind. Bruno Fernandes, Manchester United. It's written in the stars. How much of an impact do you think someone like Bruno Fernandes would have on our team at the moment, and how much do you think they would improve us?
Big boy signing, huh? I think it's a revelation if we some way get Bruno Fernandes. I will not believe it though. I will not buy into it until I see Man United tweet that picture of Bruno Fernandes holding a shirt, and then I probably still won't believe it. It's like it'll be like a dream. It's like a dream. But I don't want to pull the hype. I don't want to get too excited. If he somehow did come to United, what a signing! What a player! And I think he'll adapt really quickly, and I think he's just one for the future.
If it happened, it'd be a big signing. I think it would make Ole's formation more productive because that's what we're missing. The 10 that can make things happen with the 2 sitting behind him. So I think it'd be a big boy signing.
Yeah, I was speaking to a United fan off air about Ole's system, Ole's quotation mark flawed system at Manchester United. And I think adding a number 10 like Bruno Fernandes could drastically improve Ole's system. It really could, because you look at the Manchester United team that we've been watching, inconsistent FC, for the last, 6 or 7 months. There's been a problem with creativity specifically. That's been our biggest problem, I would say. And you add someone who can create chances and potentially create goals for himself. I think it's problem solved, to be honest with you. It's problem solved. You can bash this Manchester United side all you want, but when you look at the amount of goals we've conceded, we haven't really conceded that much, so our defense isn't that bad. The problem is going forward and actually closing out games when we go behind.
Yeah. I don't think it'll make us perfect, obviously, but it would make us a bit more consistent.
Definitely.
Sure. And I think we'd create a lot more chances. And if somehow, I don't know if somehow this persuades Pogba to even stay longer, and then now all of a sudden you have a Pogba and a Bruno Fernandes in the midfield, you're like, now that's a midfield. You just need that CDM.
Rashford and Martial combined this season in all competitions have over 30 goals between the two of them. More so Rashford, obviously. So I think you throw in someone like Bruno Fernandes and you create more chances. That amount almost doubles. Maybe not so much for Rashford because he's already on 19, but I think Martial would be getting a lot more goals if someone like Bruno was in the team. It could be. Anyways, that ain't what we're here for. We're here for Wolves. We're here for United. We're here for the replay of the FA Cup at Old Trafford. It's a trophy.
Honestly.
And I need to say this. It's a trophy. Whether you think domestic trophies matter or not, it's a trophy. As a Manchester United fan base, I think we need trophies. We need something. Nobody doesn't like seeing their team on a podium celebrating a victory, especially when you've been supporting a team for the last 6 years that hasn't done too well or anywhere near your expectations. So I think I speak for everybody when I say we need to win this game. How are your guys' confidence levels going into this game?
Again, it's like, it would have been good. But again, I've spoken about this in our last preview when we faced Wolves. It's Wolves. They're a dog team. And, things are never easy when we play this team. I'm worried. I'm worried about if Oli picks a different, the wrong lineup, if he does play like a Lingard or someone, or if he does make wrong decisions. It can happen, I haven't got enough evidence to say if this game won't go badly. But I think we will pull off the win. I think the fans will be up with. I think the players should be up with. And I do expect us to win, but I don't think it's going to be as easy as we think. And I wouldn't be surprised if Wolves do somehow pull something off.
I agree with most of that, but the win part, I don't think we will win. I think the last game doesn't feed anything into my confidence because I know what club I support and we're very inconsistent. And we played a team that just fed into how we like to play. One, they attacked, and two, they don't have the greatest of players. So I feel like if we were going to win that game, in this game, totally different. I think they'll park the bus, they'll try counter like we do, and we're going to be forced to come out. And I feel like we'll lose at the end of the day.
Yeah, definitely some interesting points. Get down in the comments down below. let us know what your opinions are with regards to that. What does Ole have to do differently in this game? In terms of, is there anything you guys think he can specifically improve in terms of personnel? Maybe, I don't know.
Well, once you go to the predicted lineup, and then maybe we can speak
Yeah.
more about it. All right. So that's what I predicted Oli would set up. Or that he might come on the screen soon.
Yeah.
And, yeah. And
You think he'll risk Rashford?
Yeah, I do think he's going to rush Rashford, and I think Bailly might play because I do believe he played in the under 23s just to get his match fitness up. So I do think he is fit, and I think he'd be picked over Phil Jones. So I think Bailly might even make an appearance. Sure, I'm not too sure what the update on Shaw is. He might still be injured, so I think Williams will have to play. And then I think he'll want to play Greenwood, and because he wants to rush Rashford also, because Rashford also went off in the last game with it didn't look like an injury, but like a slight irritation. So I think maybe just to be safe. Yeah. So I think to be safe, he might play this. But if he goes with the two defensive midfielders, which we know Oli likes to do, right? And he plays Andreas there, it's a bit tough. And I think Fred needs a rest though. And the thing is, we don't have many midfielders, so that's what's unfortunate. So the only thing differently I would do is outplay Matic alone defensive mid, and I'll put Andreas and Mata as box to box.
But Shawnee, Foster-Mensah's like a new signing, and he can play in the CDM.
Dude, relax. This guy, I think he's still injured also. Like, I think, no, he's not injured, but I think he also played with Bailly, but I just don't see him playing yet. Plus, I don't even know if Oli rated him. I can't remember the last game Foster played for us.
Yeah, but Oli was like, he's like a new signing with Borthwick Jackson. He mentioned Foster-Mensah in one of the players who were returning to the club. Like a new signing.
Oli, after the last game against Norwich, he also came out with the comments saying that we all a family, and he didn't really agree with the Glazers out chance and the Ed Woodward out chance. He says we all like a family and we should protect each other. And I was like, nah, fam.
Bollocks.
They don't earn our trust. They don't deserve it. Even if Alex came out to say that, I don't think the fans would have been like, yeah, stop saying it. I think they would have still carried on because you know what the sport is like.
Families stick up for each other, and those guys don't care about us. Sorry to cut you off, but I have to get this out. Families stick up for each other, and those guys don't give a damn about us and what we want. So as far as I'm concerned, they're not my family. That's this club.
Yeah, and then big shout out to the guys at Old Trafford, obviously singing Ed Woodward out, Glazers out. It made me super happy. Us here in South Africa can't really do much, but we do what we can. Don't buy merch, don't do this.
I don't condone violence. I don't condone violence, but I do prefer people doing something about it. Like I definitely am Glazers out. Some of the lyrics were a bit harsh, but it's better than nothing. I would say I would rather have a violent fan base towards the Glazers than us be supporting the Glazers and pretending to be positive is what I'm saying, basically. Lesser of two evils.
Yeah. Like, there's nothing they can say that can get our trust. They can do and show us that they've changed, but there's nothing they can say because they've just messed with us for too long. I think, yes, Fred and Rashford do deserve a rest, but I don't think they will. I think he's going to take this game that seriously. And for this type of game, I think the setup we played against Norwich, was it? The setup we play against Norwich will work well because they are going to try counter. So we're all going to have to play football. And I really like that Mata pair combination. As much as Mata will get tired quickly, I'd rather have him start, do the things, we score and go ahead, and then we just try and ground out the rest of the game.
So would you rather have Mata where Greenwood is and then Andreas where Mata is now and then play Fred?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Fair enough.
Interesting.
But obviously the first prize is if he goes 4-3-3, but he probably won't do that. I don't expect him to do that. So yeah.
Like Matt up the right really worked well, because he was.
And they were also flexible. They were both flexible, Andreas and Matt.
And it created space.
Yeah. To be honest, I would have played someone like Phil Jones against Norwich, rested him so that Maguire was fully fit for this game. He probably is fit, but I just wonder about Maguire nowadays. And whether or not he's 100% and he's in good nick.
Yeah, and also I think Romero will start in goal. I don't know if you guys think De Gea might start, but I think because it's a
Romero will play.
I think Romero will play also.
I'd definitely like to see Bailly. It's been a while. So
yeah, I would like to see Bailly. I hope he's fit and is ready to play. Wan-Bissaka, I think he will play because this whole thing with Ashley Young and him not wanting to be named in the squad at all and stuff. It's just it makes some doubts, and then now all of a sudden we short it right back.
All I will say is that because of our current situation, Bailly makes a lot of sense. and I can't really go against that because who else do you play? But I don't want to see Bailey play in this game. I want to see us put strong teams out for the FA Cup because we need to win trophies. Like, this guy's writing off the league. Then what's your plan for the season? I want to see us win trophies. I don't care what the trophies are. We need to win trophies. That's my thing.
Sorry for catching up. I'm very interested in seeing this Maguire-Bailly combination because the problem with Bailly last season was that him and Lindelof don't complement each other properly. So I really want to see how they work together because Bailly is a very talented defender.
Yes, I just hope he can stay fit and doesn't get injured because he always gets injured.
He won't. Yeah. I hate to bust your bubble, but he won't.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be back. He'll be back in the recovery room. I'll give him about a month.
If he can stay fit, we've got a really, really good defender.
Yeah. I wish he could, but like with this medical stuff and with him being injury prone, because I think he even had injury problems before he came to Manchester United.
Yeah,
not serious problems. Obviously, they've gotten worse. But this Bailly is an injury prone player, like many players in Manchester United.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, really.
Mm-hmm.
Score predictions?
I do think we are going to win. I think if he plays the right strikers, if Rashford, Martial, and Greenwood are our main strikers, and two of those three play, I think they'll get a goal each. So I think Wolves will make it tough. So I think United will win 2-1. That's it on.
It's a weird feeling that we'll lose on penalties. I don't know why. I think both teams will score because like the attacks are decent, but we'll go into extra time on stalemates and we'll lead to penalties and we'll lose there. But ultimately, even if it doesn't work out like that, I do think we'll lose because I do think he will try to play on the counter because he doesn't trust us to hold the ball against Wolves and actually do it productively, and it'll be a downfall. So I say, let's say 1-1, lose on penalties.
I'm joined by Debbie Downer in the podcast, here to hear his opinions. I'm joking. Look, that's your opinion. So I don't really have much to say with regard to that. I think we will win. I think it's at Old Trafford. I think the players will get up for it. And I'm feeling pretty positive about this game myself. What puzzles me about this game is there really isn't much to talk about. We sound like broken records with Manchester United. They're probably going to play on the counter. They're probably going to try sit back. Rashford will make something happen out of nothing. If he won't, Greenwood will. If Greenwood doesn't, Martial will. One of them will score. And hopefully it's enough to get us through. But yeah, that's all I have to say with regards to it. Is there anything else you guys would like to?
I just feel like it's like United. It's like always United to lose this game. No.
Like I said, don't be surprised we don't win this game and we get knocked up. Don't be surprised.
Yeah, it's like I've become used to the inconsistency I expected.
Well, the thing is, we've been pretty consistent in cup competitions. We've been inconsistent in the league, but we're still in all competitions. So I disagree with that. I think it's like Ollie's side to win this game and then go on and get battered by Liverpool. I think it's like Ollie's side to win 2 in a row and then lose one, draw one. Like we haven't lost 2 games in a row in a long time. Actually, this wouldn't be 2 games in a row, actually, because we beat Norwich. So this would still be 1 loss.
I'm expecting a striking.
But I'm implying that I think we'll lose to Liverpool.
The most games we played in cup competitions has been teams that just play into our hands. It's like Wolves and Man City are a different proposition.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. Based on the evidence, I think we will win this one. I think we will.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't want us to lose, but hopefully.
I don't want us to lose either. But again, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, honestly, I think that about wraps it up. What else is there to talk about?
Nothing much. Short podcast today.
Please do leave a like on the video. Please do subscribe. Please do share the video if you would like to support this community. We're trying to grow authentic African Red Devils community, because there's like-minded fans out there. And even if you're not a Manchester United fan, you can always come and hang out and give your 2 cents, enjoy our suffering and our pain. But until the next one, guys, I will see you.